Jacob Brennan, he's just late. Just everything's late. He can't dress himself, can't shower.
James Frawley. I've only roomed with him once, and once was definitely enough. He's just dirty and stinks.
Ben Johnson's the worst to room with. Sleep talking, sleepwalking.
Dyson Heppel, because he goes to bed at 7 o'clock at night.
He's thrown pillows at me a couple of times during his sleep and not known about it.
David Armitage is definitely the worst because he's got a bit of a flatulence problem. So both loud and smelly, so he's a shocker.
Clay Smith, because he's hypo and...
Scott McMahon, he's just an annoying human being.
Never shuts up.
Jack Revolt, he's got smelly feet.
Don't know, he's got something wrong with him.
Kane Corns, so I roomed with him for about 4 or 5 years. And
Dom Cassisi, because he's a really loud breather.
I wasn't allowed to touch the remote control. Lights would be off about 8 o'clock at night and just be laying there staring at the roof while he was asleep.
I just roomed with Lewis Pearce, first year draftee, on the Colorado camp, and he snored every night.
Lindsay Thomas, he's a mess, he's a slob.
Mainie's probably the worst to room with, I think. He spends a lot of time on the phone with his girlfriend.
Probably Ashton Hams, he's just a pest. Not one thing, there's a number of things. He's like one of those little Oompa Loompas.
Tom Hawkins, he's dirty.
Dan Hanbury, he talks as much in his sleep as he does when he's awake.
Yeah, definitely Tom Bug. He's just a pest.
Colin Sylvia for sure.
Jack Watts is pretty happy with himself.
Matty Wright, and players aside, Brenton Sanderson.
Oh, definitely Scott Thompson, but I'd look at myself if I looked like that too.
Josh Gibson.
Gibbo.
Josh Gibson, no shadow of a doubt.
You've probably got my name thrown up heaps, but I'm going to go with Ryan Shoemaker because he loves his own looks, that young fella.
Ben Reid, definitely. Loves his guns and loves doing his beach weights.
It's Ben Reid again. He sort of walks around, you notice him a lot of the time, the boys would sort of just sit back and watch him after a set on the bench press or something. He walks around like rolling his sleeves up a little bit, and they got the glass there, the two-way glass, and he's like looking over at his arms, and it's embarrassing to watch actually.
Jason Blake, believe it or not, he got the nickname Mirrors my first year at the club because he couldn't stop looking at himself.
Brett Ebert, I think it doesn't matter whether it's a weight session or not, he does it.
Brett Ebert.
Brett Ebert usually takes his top off and flexes in front of the mirror.
David Swallow, hands down. Maverick Weller, that's the easiest question I'll get today.
Sammy Wright, not because of his muscles, he's got small muscles, but because of his hair. He always likes to just rearrange his hair.
Probably Chris Mayne or Ryan Crowley.
Ryan Crowley.
Chris Mayne, without doubt.
I think that honour would definitely go to Andrew Walker.
Probably have to give that to Andrew Walker.
Our gym's chock-a-block with mirrors, and I don't think any of them haven't seen his reflection.
Andrew Mackie.
Andrew Mackie spends most of the time during weight sessions and after looking himself in the mirror, but he's not getting any bigger.
Nick Del Santo for sure.
Luke Shuey does rate his rig pretty highly.
Probably Jamie Cripps. I think he's the first bloke at this club to do a weight session without his top on.
Luke McGuire, Dustin Martin, definitely. Lukey for the front, Dusty for the back.
Brett Deledio, loves his muscles.
Definitely Chad.
Chad Corns.
Chad Corns, I've seen it on a number of occasions. He loves his rig.
Any forward line player, I guess.
Josh Kennedy, he rates himself.
Dan Hanbury.
Probably 44 out of the 46, I reckon. Glassy's the only one that doesn't.
That is an easy one, that's Harley Bennell. No idea.
Probably Will Minson, because you wouldn't get him off the line in a minute.
Tex, Taylor Walker.
Jeff Garlett.
Probably Heath Shaw, because whatever I ask him, he'd just probably take the piss out of it anyway.
Probably Ben Reid. Most guys know him as a bit of a airhead and a clueless kind of character.
Courtney Dempsey's general knowledge would probably be pretty limited.
Professor Sam Gilbert.
Jasper Pittard. I don't think he's the sharpest tool in the drawer.
Definitely Lockie Hansen. Lockie Hansen, he's not very intelligent.
Nick Subin. He's my housemate. He's got no idea.
Jared Waite.
Jared Waite.
He's brilliant in other areas, Waitey, but general knowledge probably isn't his thing.
Jack Darling. You probably wouldn't get the answer you're looking for, I don't think.
Jack Darling. Dumb as a doorknob.
Mitch Robinson.
Jake King.
Jake King.
Jake King. He knows a lot about underworld stuff, but that's about it.
Jacob Townsend. He doesn't know too much.
William Smets.
Billy Smets.
Billy Smets. I'm not sure if he passed year 12.
Certainly my brother. Yep.
Curry, because he either wouldn't pick up his phone or he'd tell me to piss off.
Justin Westhoff. Doesn't talk a whole lot, so it'd be like ringing Humphrey B. Bear, I suppose, for find a friend who
Westy, you there, mate?
I just realised yesterday that Gia bites his fingernails.
Sam Blease, shocking laugh.
Mark Jamer.
Oliver picks his nose a lot.
Between his breath or just smells in general, I'd have to give it to him.
Matty Yench doesn't wash his hands after he sits on the toilet.
Ruffy, OCD.
Joe Roughhead. Jordan Lewis as well, they're both clean freaks.
Callum Ward is a very loud breather.
Brent Staker, whenever he goes to kick the ball, he holds it in his left hand for half a second and then puts it in his right. It's very annoying.
Heath Shaw, he will never shut up. He's always being loud and obnoxious.
He's been flat out the whole time. He can't get a moment of peace, quiet.
Heath Shaw, he's always in at me and he just never shuts up and he's so loud.
Heppel, I reckon he's the most stingiest bloke going around. Doesn't like spending any money on himself or any of his teammates.
Hinge Rembley talks to himself, so really weird.
Probably Milne, just for being so loud all the time. If you got a headache, it just kills you.
Campbell Brown picks his toenails.
Kane Cornsy's very annoying. Likes to pick his nails and spit them at people.
Lindsay Thomas, he continually just throws things at you all day long.
Wellesley, actually, he's next to me in his locker and he always places his bag right where my locker needs to open, so sort that out, Wellesley.
Probably Jesse Crichton again. He can't say ask. He says arcs all the time. Drives me crazy.
Tom Ledger, because he doesn't shower.
Brownie likes to do a big grunt, like he's sucking up snot from his nose at times.
Hayden Valentine is annoying off the field as he is on. He likes to put cups of water on top of your locker, so when you open it falls on your head, and it's very immature, but he gets a laugh out of it.
Dennis Armfield is a pest.
I don't know who it is, but someone's been stealing Speedos.
Quinton Lynch used to. He used to clean a fair bit, which is not annoying. It's a pretty good habit because, you know, you'd be eating something and he'd be walking around with the Ajax and the spray and wipe just cleaning up after you.
Jake King. It's lucky he doesn't have a nose like Pinocchio because he tells that many lies. He's the biggest liar I've ever met.
Jake Batchelor tends to pick his nose and eat it a fair bit.
Jake Batchelor, he's got a bit of a habit of picking his nose and putting it in his mouth.
Tom Buggy whistles all the time.
Brendan Goddard, already talking about himself.